Welcome students in our new video, subject History Standard 8, chapter number 8, Civil Disobedience Movement. After the resolution of complete independence we passed in the Lahore session, Mahatma Gandhi decided to launch the Civil Disobedience Movement. Before beginning this movement, Gandhiji put up various demands in front of the British government. One of the important demands was to cancel the salt tax and monopoly of British government for manufacture of salt. But because the demands of Gandhiji were rejected by the government, he decided to launch Satyagraha all over India by breaking the Salt Act. Salt is an important ingredient in the food of common people. Hence, it was unjust to impose tax on an essential commodity like salt. Therefore, Gandhiji started the Salt Satyagraha. Salt Satyagraha was symbolic. The extensive objective behind it was to break the oppressive and unjust laws of the British government through peace and Satyagraha. Gandhiji chose Dandi, a seashore in Gujarat, to begin the Salt Satyagraha. On 12th March 1930, Gandhiji set out from Sabarmati Ashram with 78 followers for launching the Salt Satyagraha. A distance of approximately 385 km was covered on foot, and Gandhiji delivered speeches in the villages on the way. Through the speeches, Gandhiji appealed to the people to be fearless and join the civil disobedience movement. Due to Gandhiji's speeches, message of civil disobedience movement spread everywhere and a favorable atmosphere was created. On 5th April 1930, Gandhiji reached Dandi. On 6th April, Gandhiji broke the Salt Act by picking up the salt laying on the seashore of Dandi, and the civil disobedience movement started all over the country. So students, let's understand about this. The Salt March, also known as the Salt Satyagraha, and Dandi March, the Dandi Satyagraha. Okay, so was an act of non-violent civil disobedience in colonial India led by Mahatma Gandhi. The 24-day march lasted from 12th March 1930 to 5th April 1930 as a direct action campaign of tax resistance and non-violent protest against the British salt monopoly. Got it, everyone? So another reason for this march was the civil disobedience movement needed a strong inauguration that would inspire more people to follow Gandhi's example. Gandhi started this march with 78 of his trusted volunteers. Okay, means trustworthy people. They were with Gandhiji. The march spanned around 350 km from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi, which was called Navsari at that time, now in the state of Gujarat. Okay, so growing numbers of Indians joined them along the way when Gandhi broke the British Raj salt laws at 6:30 am on 6th April 1930. It sparked large-scale acts of civil disobedience against the salt laws by millions of Indians. See, in the textbook, they have not given the time. I have told you exact time at 6:30 a.m. Okay, now let me explain you in detail. Okay, the Salt Satyagraha campaign was based upon Gandhiji's principles of non-violent protest called Satyagraha, which he loosely translated as Satya means force. Truth force. Okay, so literally it is formed from the Sanskrit words Satya means truth and Agraha means insistence. Okay, means सच ही बोलना चाहिए, ऐसे आग्रह जो सत्य ही बोलना चाहिए, सच ही बोलना चाहिए. In early 1930, the Indian National Congress chose Satyagraha as their main tactic for winning India sovereignty and self-rule from British rule, and appointed Gandhiji to organize the campaign. Gandhiji chose the 1882 British Salt Act as the first target of Satyagraha. The Salt March to Dandi and the beating by British police of hundreds of non-violent protesters in Dharasana, which received worldwide news coverage, demonstrated the effective use of civil disobedience as a technique for fighting social and political injustice. The Satyagraha teachings of Gandhiji and the March to Dandi had a significant influence on American activists and others during the civil rights movements for civil rights for African Americans and other minority groups in the 1960s. The march was the most significant organized challenge to British authority since the non-cooperation movement of 1920 to 22 and directly followed the Purna Swaraj Declaration of Sovereignty and Self-Rule by Indian National Congress on 26 January 1930. It gained worldwide attention, which gave impetus to the Indian independence movement and started the nationwide civil disobedience movement. On 12th March 1930, Gandhiji and 78 Satyagrahis, among whom were men belonging to almost every religion, caste, creed and religion of India, set out on foot for the coastal village of Dandi, Gujarat, 390 km from their starting point at a Sabarmati ashram. Got it, everyone? See, the Salt March was also called the White Flowing River. White Flowing River. Why? Because all the people were joining the procession wearing white khadi. So that is why it is called as White Flowing River. Okay. The official government newspaper, which usually played down the size of crowds at Gandhiji's functions, 1 lakh people crowded the road that separated Sabarmati from Ahmedabad. The first day's march of 21 km ended in the village of Aslali, where Gandhiji spoke to a crowd of about 4,000. At Aslali and the other villages that the march passed through, volunteers collected donations, registered new Satyagrahis and received resignations from village officials who chose to end cooperation with British rule. As they entered each village, crowds greeted the marchers, beating drums and cymbals. Gandhiji gave speeches attacking the salt tax as inhuman and the salt satyagraha as a poor man's struggle. Each night they slept in the open. The only thing that was asked of the villagers was food and water to wash with. Gandhiji felt that this would bring the poor into the struggle for sovereignty and self-rule necessary for eventual victory. Around thousands of satyagrahis joined him. Every day, more and more people joined the march until the procession of marchers became at least 3 kilometers long. To keep up their spirits, the marchers used to sing the Hindu bhajan Raghupati Raghav Rajaram while walking. At Surat, they were greeted by 30,000 people. When they reached the railhead at Dandi, more than 50,000 were gathered. Near the end of the march, Gandhiji declared, "I want world sympathy in this battle of right against might." Okay, now next point is the Peshawar Satyagraha. In the northwest frontier, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan was the most loyal follower of Mahatma Gandhi. He was also known as Frontier Gandhi. He had founded the organization called Khuda-i-Khidmatgar. On 23rd April 1930, he started Satyagraha at Peshawar. The town was in the hands of the Satyagrahis nearly for a week. The British government gave orders to the Garhwal regiment to carry out open firing on the Satyagrahis. But Chandra Singh Thakur, an officer of Garhwal regiment, refused to open fire. He was court-martialed and was given a severe punishment. The British government found itself in a difficult situation due to the Satyagraha launched by Mahatma Gandhi. On 4th May 1930, Gandhiji was arrested. Suppressive measures were undertaken all over the country. There was protest all over the country due to the arrest of Mahatma Gandhi. So students, let's understand more about Khan Ghaffar Khan. Okay, so he was a Pakistani independence activist against British colonial rule in India. He was a political and spiritual leader known for his non-violent opposition and lifelong pacifism. He was a devout Muslim and an advocate for Hindu-Muslim unity in the Indian subcontinent. Due to his similar ideologies and close friendship with Mahatma Gandhi, Khan was nicknamed Sarhadi Gandhi, means Frontier Gandhi, by his close associate Amir Chand Bomwal. In 1929, Khan founded the Khuda-i-Khidmatgar, an anti-colonial non-violent resistance movement. The Khuda-i-Khidmatgar's success and popularity with the Indian people eventually prompted the British to launch a severe crackdown against him and his supporters. The Khuda-i-Khidmatgar suffered some of the most severe repression of the entire Indian independence movement. I hope students you have understood this part of this lesson. Further part we will see in next video. Thank you.